What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Rumour. This is episode number 44, and we're coming off the back of some rough form. I'll be honest, it just hasn't been clicking this season. We seem to be doing well in the Champions League, but in the league we are struggling. Although our last two games in the league, drew with Man City, beat Man United, so we're picking up a little bit. We're now up to 14th, but the hard games continue in this horrible month of December as we face Chelsea and Liverpool today, two of the top three sides. We will also face Crystal Palace in between those as well. But going into the first game, we face Chelsea, who are third on 31 points. We've lost both times here at Stamford Bridge in the save, conceding late on both occasions. We've played well when we've come to the stadium, but we have not. The results have not shown, and Chelsea obviously hot in form right now. Would be the favourites in this game, as we're in nice snowy conditions. You know, it's very rare that you get a snowy December. Snow usually comes like February, March time in England. So a snowy December, I rate that. Yeah. A white Christmas, we're a big fan of that. Anyway, going into the game, Brereton Diaz would have a shot easily saved by Mendy, and then Sayankov with a tough volley on his weaker foot perhaps could have squared it to a 1-0. But decided to shoot. He did get, the Ukrainian got a great shot off here though, and it was matched by Mendy, who dived well to his right hand side. And then with 5 minutes to go before the half-time whistle, Otaiwo hit the post with probably our best chance of the half. It was he was free in the box and it crashes off the upright. Going into the second half, we sort of lost our push and our drive, having not scored in the first half, and Chelsea really grew into the game. And with 15 minutes to go, Patrick Schick, who always seems to score against us, would bag and give the Blues a 1-0 lead. Mendy would save again from Ndombele. That was probably our only shot in the second half. And then going into the 90th minute, Kai Havertz, the German, seals the victory for, well, what is then Graham Potter's side. It's obviously now going to be Mauricio Pochettino's side. And let me know in the comments what you think, how you think Pochettino would do at Chelsea, by the way. I think if he gets rid of a bunch of players, now they won't have Europe, you know, they won't have to rotate massively around the squad. I think they could be top 4 contenders for sure, and potentially even title contenders if they have a goal scorer in their team. They've got ballers in there, they just need someone to organise it, and I think Poch could be that man. But yeah, he's coming in next summer, in the summer, so we'll be interested to see how they get on next season. They beat us here 2-0. Again, a couple of late goals, history repeating itself. I think that's happened 3 times in a row now, 3 seasons in a row. Chelsea have scored late against us at the Bridge to seal the victory. And it's our first defeat of the month in what was a hell month, but it is a defeat nonetheless. And we are sat in 16th place as we face Palace at home in our next game. But before that, you will see our round of 16 opponents for the Champions League, and we face Lazio. Yes, Italian side Lazio. I'm excited by this one. Definitely beatable. We didn't get one of the big boys. We won the group. Obviously, winning the group isn't necessarily a guarantee that you won't get one of the big boys, but we do avoid one of the big boys, and we get Lazio. And I don't know. You know, our form in Europe has been pretty flawless. 5 wins from 6 in the group stages, undefeated. Who knows, man? Maybe we could go on a little Champions League run. Maybe we'll have to win the Champions League to get into it next season, because our league form has been pretty stinky so far. Anyway, going back into the league. We won't be in the Champions League, I think, until like maybe January or February time. We're playing Crystal Palace, a side who we've beaten in both home games in this save so far. So I was feeling quite confident, even though there are a few places above us and a few points above us. I still thought this would be a game where we could pick the 3 points up and just have a good performance as well, you know, try and get that ball rolling, try and get some momentum going in this league. Well, both keepers would be forced into some good saves, and then 23 minutes in, Maxime Lopez, oh man, the Frenchman has missed a sitter there. I can't sugarcoat it. It was some really nice one-touch football, and then the Frenchman finds himself under a little bit of pressure, but he should be doing better. They're testing the keeper at the very minimum, about 7 or 8 yards out. He goes wide, and then just a few minutes later, Palace would punish us for that miss, going 1-0 up themselves, and it's another non-clean sheet for Dean Henderson. But we would respond quite quickly. 10 minutes before the half-time whistle, Tyrell Wanyi with a lovely turn. The first touch just opened his body up, and then he could just slot it into the corner. and we would be level pegging. And then just a couple minutes later, Taiwo found by his strike partner Burton Diaz, but the shot is well saved. Straight from kickoff in the second half, we look to break, and Taiwo finds Renan Lodi, who's always willing to run forward, yet to find his first goal back in a Forest shirt. After being with us in season 1 and then going back to Atletico Madrid for season 2, and then he's back with us for season 3. He has not scored yet. That was a pretty decent opportunity, but he put it just over. And then, oh man, Awoniyi's luck is just not in this season. I mean, I say luck, he has also been poor himself. He's been missing some good opportunities, but when you need something to go for you, you need a bit of a rub of the green. His shot crashes off the underside of the bar, off the line and out, and then Johnson's shot is well saved. With the follow-up, Brennan Johnson would be released in the 88th minute through 1-on-1, and he would net into the top corner of the Welshman with a beautiful finish, a timely finish, and I believe that's his first league goal of the season. What a time to get it as well. 89th minute to put us 2-1 up against Palace. This could be a huge 3 points for us, a real booster in confidence, winning those games against the teams around us, because that midfield is so tightly bunched. Johnson's first goal of the season in the 88th minute, and would Palace have time to respond? 4 minutes added on. Their captain Zubeldia finds Mateta, who gets a shot off in the box, and then the captain, oh god, the ball just Mateta has a shot, it's blocked, and then the ball just falls perfectly to the Palace captain, and he converts, and we've conceded an injury time goal, and it's 2 points dropped for Forest. We cannot afford to be drawing at home to Palace. We have to be winning these types of games, especially when we're facing the likes of Chelsea, Liverpool, City. Oh god, we need to be picking up points here. It's definitely 2 points dropped, even though Johnson scored what I thought was the winner in the 88th minute. We should be winning that game and seeing it out. But that's been the story of our season. It's just been one step forward, one step back, or even 2 steps back. And the board are really, really going to have to put their trust in me now, because I am struggling. 15th after 17 games. We're only on 18 points. It's just not good enough. It's a tightly bunched group. 17th to 10th or 11th is separated by just 3 points. So put a couple of wins together and you'll move up there, but we just haven't been able to find that run of form. We need to change that. Well, going into the third and final game of the episode, it's Liverpool away at Anfield, and when you're trying to find a run of form, this is not the fixture you want to turn it around. But before the Liverpool game, we did renew a few contracts. The club came to me and said, look, there's a bunch of players whose contracts are running out in the summer. So we gave some new contracts to Nia Karte, gave him a pay rise as well. And then also Benjamin Farmer got a big 5-year deal, the youngster getting a pay raise as well, quadrupling his wages, because he was only on about $4,000 a week. So I thought it was a bit realistic for him to be given a wage increase, and he's deserved it as well, man. He's earned it. He's been absolutely class. 83 rated at 17 years old. He's had some big moments already this season. It wouldn't let me negotiate a contract for Humbles. Hopefully that will change, because I think I would like to give him one more year, the veteran. But Lyndon Gooch, Panzo, Peters and Zardes will all leave for free this summer. I'm unsure what to do with Jack Butland though. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do with Jack. He's a pretty decent backup, but he's only 72 rated. Should I try and bring in someone else on a free as backup? Let me know. Yeah, well, anyway, going into that third and final game, the one I mentioned, Liverpool away at Anfield. It's a historic stadium with a wonderful song and chant, and I always put this in. If a club has a good song for the players walking out, I'll always add it in. You would have noticed Chelsea's was in there at the start of the episode as well. Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp's men, well, we have an awful record against them. Almost like 100% losses. We drew here at Anfield last season 3-3. Sayankov, I remember, scored a free kick actually. That was the only point we've picked up against the Reds. We've lost every game, home and away, against them, conceding at least 3 goals in every game as well. So this is a fixture, when I see it on the calendar, I am not looking forward to it at all. Well, let's see what we can do. Anyway, 22 minutes in, we're 1-0 down. Diogo Jota, the Portuguese forward, bagging the opener, and he actually does his gaming celebration, which is an homage to him being a gamer actually. I think he played competitive FIFA during lockdown, which is quite cool. And then Brennan Johnson equalised, and I unintentionally mocked Jota and did the same celebration. Johnson rising with a brilliant header actually, and to bring us level. And then the Liverpool keeper made an unbelievable save. I thought Awoniyi had given us the lead here, but it was a brilliant save. And then Niakate, let me know what you think about this in the comments. Only given a yellow card. Should he have been given a red? Was Luis Diaz through one-on-one? Who knows? Marco Royce stepped up. Wow. He's about 35 yards out, and I just thought, you know what? Hit it. If you want to hit it, hit it. And my God. The leveller did not count for much because Liverpool retook the lead just a few minutes later thanks to a Marco Royce worldie. Jurgen Klopp showing the German a lot of appreciation there. What a goal that was. I just put my hands up and was like, you know what, can't do anything about that. This goal, however, quite annoying. On the stroke of half-time, Liverpool double their advantage and they lead 3-1. The shot having a huge deflection off captain Harry Maguire. You know, nothing he could have done about that, and a completely wrong foot Dean Henderson, and we are 3-1 down as we are approaching half-time. Into injury time in the first half. Well, we thought Niakate probably should have got sent off. Nico Williams does get sent off here against his former club. The Welshman gets a straight red for his tackle on Luis Diaz. See, the thing is, I don't know if this one was a red card. Yeah, it's a bad tackle, but I've seen the computer put those tackles in against me and not get a red card. So, but maybe Niakate should have been sent off, so it leveled out. Anyway, we're down to 10 men. Anderson Talisca comes off and Vladimir Soufal comes on just to shore up that back line. Going into the second half, Taiwo Awoniyi was actually released through on goal, but his shot crashed against the post. The second woodwork he's hit in this episode alone, just not clicking for the Nigerian at the moment. And then Liverpool would play the ball around. Jota playing a nice 1-2 with Diaz, and then it comes back to Jota. Shot blocked initially, and then the rebound is put in for his second of the game. And there's Jurgen Klopp doing his famous punch in the air celebration. Now, we would make it 4-2. Ryan Yates with an absolutely unbelievable tackle, by the way. He crunched Jota here, but it was a fair challenge. And Taiwo does get his goal. Good for his confidence. Ryan Yates, honestly, I can't recommend him enough. He don't get fooled by a 76 rating. He plays like an 83, 84 DM. He's so noticeable. He's so physical, and he just gets across the pitch so well. I would highly recommend Ryan Yates if you're looking for a cheap DM. Nonetheless, we would lose the game 4-2. That Awoniyi goal would count for nothing. Once again, Liverpool score at least 3 goals past us. I think this is the 5th time we've played them in the save. I think at least 4 times they've scored 4 goals against us. So, not a side we like facing at all. And we end the episode winless. Really poor, 1 point from 3 games. And we are dropping down to 16th place. 18 points after 18 games. We're 1 game away from the halfway point of the season. And we are in the bottom 5. This is just horrific. I will do my best to turn it around. We've got West Brom at home. That should be a banker. But you never know with these boys. Anyway, that will be it for episode 44. I hope you enjoyed it. Drop it a like if you did. We're only about 30 subs away from 250 as well. That is our goal. So if you haven't subbed already, make sure you sub to the channel. I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace.